Hello YouTube, B3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Yes, today's review is over the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man from the Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure wave. Yeah, pretty awesome figure. This has to be one of the best Spider-Man figures probably ever. I mean, almost my entire Marvel collection is Spider-Man figures. I have Toy Biz, I have Hasbro, movie Spider-Man, comic Spider-Man. I have a lot of Spider-Man. But this one, at least as far as basic suits go, is the best one I have. I don't have the McFarlane Spider-Man, but this guy is very awesome. And with the new suit, he can pass as a comic Spider-Man or the movie Spider-Man, which is really awesome. I'm gonna bitch about the suit a little bit. Not because I don't like it. I love it. Love the suit. I like the old suit too. I didn't have a problem with it. And I thought it would change over time. So even the parts I didn't like too much, I let them go. Because I knew the suit would change over time. But everyone else complained that, oh, the new Spider-Man suit, it doesn't look enough like the comics. We want it to be more like the comics. And then they give you exactly what you want. It is very comic-y. And now everyone, all the same people, I know it's the same people because I've watched them, now they're all going, oh, no, the other one was good, it's so grounded and realistic, it looked like something a teenager can actually make. No, this one isn't good enough, we want the old suit, it made sense, this one doesn't, it's too comic-y. Screw you guys, alright? If you didn't like the old suit, and you still don't like the old suit, I'm not talking about you. If you liked the old suit before and still like it now, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these flippy floppy people that can't handle change, even if it's changing for what they asked for. But I just thought I would rant for a sec. Sorry, I try not to do that, but I just had to make that point. But this is a fantastic figure, articulation, and everything. He did come with a few things. This Ultimate Green Goblin arm with a detachable flame. You'll see a review for this eventually. With his right arm here. Very cool. It's that Avengers Hulk mold. I still want that Avengers Hulk. And of course, instructions, but who cares. And he did come with interchangeable hands. He has one of each on him right now. He comes with 2 flipping hands and 2 fist hands. So, there you go. And they're both detailed and painted very well. And they pop in and out very smoothly. So, yeah. But they don't fall out at all. Anyways, great figure. Let's take him off this stand. Took me forever to pose him. I'm not the best poser in the world. So, he might not have looked too great. My self-esteem is on the edge. But here he is, the Amazing Spider-Man. I really loved the first film, to be totally honest. Just because it's not comic accurate doesn't mean it's not good. Assholes. Anyways, I am just cursing up a storm in this review. That's not me. Here he is, the Amazing Spider-Man in all his glory. Articulation, let's do it. Head up. Trying to save some time since I just ranted. Save a little time. Up, looks very far up. Get some great poses there. Down very far. Side to side. The arms have this spectacular arm joint. Look how far it goes. Look, it's painted and detailed all the way into the back, which is spectacular. And it comes very far back. As you can see, it's painted and detailed up here for most of the way, So that's spectacular. And you have up in the arm, down in the arm, forward and back also, bicep swivel, double elbow bend, and also wrist articulation, forward and back, and the rotation. Same with your other hands, of course. Ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, fully detailed and painted all the way up on both sides. And then you have waist swivel there, forward on the legs, in and out, so you can move it several ways. Then you have rotation right there, and a knee bend right there, double, of course. And you've got a little swivel here on his little boot part, I guess is what you can call that. I don't know if it's really a boot. And you have up and down on the foot, and the rotation right there. So that ankle pivot's really nice. But what a great figure. That's some pretty awesome articulation. Much better than, you know, some other Spider-Man figures I have. No offense, Black Costume. I love you. I use him as a Dark Venom. Or Dark Spider-Man Venom, actually. Because he's so muscular and looks angry. But, yeah, very, very great articulation. And detail and paint is just as good. As you can see, got very clean eyes on the head, pearlized a bit. All this is sculpted, not just painted lines, all sculpted lines painted in. The eyes are sculpted out. Looks very nice all the way around. His back spider looks great. I like this spider. A lot of people don't. I think it looks neat. The front spider is kind of tiny, but whatever. And just detail all the way around. Even got detail on the blue. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but he has lots of little blue etchings for the texture that's all over his suit. I mean, this is spectacular. Spectacular looking figure. The hands aren't gigantic. I mean, wow, he's very Andrew Garfield sized. So, yeah. Beckles on the bottom of the feet and all. Very nice. But speaking of size, let's get into some size comparisons. Alright, now here's our Spider-Man compared with two other figures from the Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure wave. So, more Spider-Man. Of course, they're both villains. You have Carnage and the Ultimate Buzzing Beetle. Two neato villains, even though I haven't really read anything of him, just normal Beetles in the normal universe. But I think he scales up well with Carnage. Carnage has a comic build. Well, both these villains have comic builds, and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man here obviously has a movie build, but Spider-Man's supposed to be slender anyways, so it's okay. And I think he scales up great with the Carnage and the Beetle. And they're only a little bigger than him, but one's covered in a symbiote and one's covered in armor, so, I mean, what you gonna do? I think they scale up great together. So, yeah, he's gonna scale up well with the rest of your line. Here he's with some other Marvel Legends. Here's with the Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider, the Kane version, of course. And I think they scale up well together. Once again, I guess Scarlet Spider would be older than this version of Peter Parker specifically. So, while he's not really taller, he is more muscular. But Scarlet Spider is more muscular anyways. So these two guys scale up great together. And I think he also scales up well with the Mark 6 Iron Man. This is the battle-damaged-ish one from the Avengers movie. But there are lots of different versions of this figure. So, yeah, different paint jobs and different accessories and releases and etc. So, I like to use him because lots of Marvel Legends collectors have this guy here. But, yeah, you know, Tony Stark is an adult while this Peter Parker is still supposed to be a teenager. Also, Tony Stark is covered in this armor, so he's bigger than Spider-Man, but that totally works out. That's how it really should be in this situation. So, yeah, it looks like Spider-Man's going to scale up well with most, if not all, your Legends. And it's Marvel Select time. Here he is with the Select version of his old suit. It's Amazing Spider-Man. And, obviously, he does not scale up well with the Marvel Select Amazing Spider-Man. It is not happening. This Amazing Spider-Man is way too big, and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 does not scale up well with it. You could probably work the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the Marvel Select Ultron over here. Ultron can be a bigger character, sometimes-ish. It really depends, I guess, on which comics you're reading and how you want your Ultron to look. I personally think he looks cool with this Ultron. I'm down with it, but if you think this Ultron might be too big, I'll leave that up to you. I think he looks fine. Sometimes you can work Legends with larger Marvel Selects. I don't know if I could work him too well with the Rhino, which is the next one on my list. But, yeah, you know, he works well with the Ultron here. I think they look good together. So, well, he's not going to scale up well with your normal size Marvel Selects. He might scale up well with your larger ones, if you work them right. So all in all, what do I think of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man figure from Marvel Legends Infinite series? Well, he's beautiful. I gotta say, he is a beautiful, beautiful figure. Great paint, great articulation, great detail, great scaling. Everything is great. He even has accessories, interchangeable hands. Hasbro's finally doing that again. Thank goodness Hasbro's getting on that. Because this whole wave so far is really just impressive. Incredibly impressive. The whole wave. I mean, wow. I am very, very happy about this wave. But yeah, I'll talk about the wave as a whole with the Black Cat review. But this Spider-Man deserves every star. He gets 5 out of 5 stars. I already said why. Perfect scaling, perfect paint, perfect detail, perfect articulation. Well, maybe not perfect articulation, but good articulation, for the price point and everything. It's great. 20 bucks, 15 if you got him earlier, like when they first hit. Because I got Superior and... Who else did I get for 15? Superior and Electro for 15. I didn't really want to pay 20 for Electro anyways. No offense, Electro. I like you. You're a cool fig. But yeah, this guy... 5 out of 5 stars, definitely worth 20 if you want to pick him up. He's a great figure. But if you want one that's even better, the Mafex version will probably be even better than this one and come with webs and stuff. But, if you don't want to drop the money on the Mafex one, and who knows, it might shoot up in price like the first Mafex Amazing Spider-Man did, for the first movie. Because it shot up in price real high. Like, you can get one for like 200 bucks. So that was a no-go for me, and I had the Legend and the Select. But this guy, he'll also be getting a Select, which will have a fireman's hat and some other cool stuff, probably a cool stand and etc. And then there's the Mafex, which will have webs and more interchangeable hands and stuff. But this is the cheapest one you can get, as long as get it at retail and etc. 20 bucks. I don't know if I would pay more than 20 for him. Maybe a few years down the road. When he's more collectible and you can't find him on shelves and stuff, I might pay more for him. But right now, while he's still on shelves and etc., and the movie's not out, assuming the movie's not out by the time I get this up, man, I hope I don't wait that long to upload this video. Sometimes I do. Man of Steel. But this is a beautiful figure. And I highly recommend getting it. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, everyone. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for your support. You can hear more about this guy on the Figpla podcast, hosted by myself and fellow YouTuber Corticon. You can check out his YouTube channel, and the Figpla podcast is in a link in the description below. Also in the description below, you can check out my other YouTube channels. Super Friends Benefits, which is my gaming channel. The Slender Happening, which is my horror, suspense, and drama channel. And also B3 Productions, which is my main channel. All my vlogs and stuff are on there. More action figure stuff, comic book stuff. All kinds of cool stuff there. Movie stuff. Just lots of stuff on that channel. So yeah, check that out, you guys. Thank you all so much for your support once again. As I said, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know how we're doing. And yeah, that's it. So once again, thank you all so much for your support. And I'll see you all later.